What is marriage?
You need a test too.
You doing the video?
When two people love each other. Okay.
Yeah, you have wrong something. It's only one
Are you dad?
Marriage is when two people get married.
Okay.
That is what I think marriage is.
What is marriage?
Marriage is devoting yourself to the opposite sex. That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so how do you feel towards same-sex marriage?
Hey, what do you mean, how do I feel?
Like,
Oh my god.
how do you believe it? Do you like it, or like, what's your opinion on it?
It's my opinion on it, okay, alright. I believe that if a person loves another person, and that's what they believe, then they should be able to do that, regardless of discrimination.
Okay with same-sex marriage. I think that people should be able to marry if it's man-man, woman-woman, man-woman. I think that everybody should have the right to fall in love and to marry whom they so desire to be with.
I'm not particularly for or against it. I have a very strong religious background, and from my background, it has been taught that it is not what God wanted for man and woman. You cannot procreate two women unless science comes in and biologically assists the process. So naturally, two women or two men cannot create and sustain our world. So therefore, I have a bit of a problem because we wouldn't have any children coming up if it weren't for science being able to biologically help same-sex people. Now, do I want anything ill for them? No. Do I want them to have good health insurance and be able to share and all of that? Of course I do. It's just my own personal belief system that I could never do that. It would not be what I would want for my children, and they've not chosen to do that. Did I tell them it was wrong? No, I guess I never did. They chose on their own what they wanted to do, and I would always support my child, but I think it's an easier life if they, in an easier life even for the children, I feel. And that goes along with divorce and anything else that children have to live through. They're the ones that have to pay for our choices. So I'm not sure any of that is great for children, but it is our world we live in. So I probably skirted around that one pretty well, but it's just not what I would personally believe in. However, I'm not going to picket against it. I'm not going to try to push those people down.
Yeah.
I would love them as I would love anybody else. So I don't judge them for having that choice. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I just am not fond of the choice.
How do you feel about religious freedom?
Well, I think it's being...
How do I feel towards same-sex marriage? I wish that same-sex marriage was actually called a civil union. I think marriage is a word that should be, kind of, what's the word? Should be reserved for a religious ceremony, not necessarily for a civil union or whatnot. However, don't misunderstand that to mean that I don't feel that same-sex couples should have the right to be married under the law. I think they should be able to have the same rights and benefits